Rap is out of control.
So this new album, REKS, is entirely produced by Hazardous Sounds.
That's right.
And you actually have done albums in the past where you've had like all-star lineup, like Alchemist and Premier and Static and all these great name producers. What makes you go from doing something with like that to doing an album entirely produced by one producer, and then someone that's maybe not as known as one of those guys?
I mean, it was just an organic feel, authentic, the authenticity of like being in the moment with said producer. Before this project, there was a project with Mnemonics called Revolutionary,
right?
And we just had an organic approach to like getting in the lab and working together. So it felt natural. And with Hazardous, I met him through a mutual homie down in Florida. I've been living in Florida for about 7 years.
Right.
I met Hazardous. I had happened upon his music. For those who don't know, Hazardous has prior work, a lot of work with CNN, but also a plethora of artists down in Florida, from Gunplay to Rick Ross to also northern artists like Busta Rhymes, and he has a long catalog of material, and people wouldn't naturally assume like the pairing between me and him, but like I said, it was just authentic and it was organic, and it felt natural as getting in the lab.
Of all that, you've done a lot of different projects. Obviously you want the attention to be on this new project. What is that passion that says, let me continue to do a new project? You can always be on the road, but you say,
yeah, like I feel like there's always new material to like capture, and like new creativities that come to mind for myself. I'm an artist first. Like, I mean, hip hop being like an infant sort of genre of music, I still I see it as an opportunity for me to like be able to utilize new ways of like doing different things, such as beat making. I'm doing beat making now.
Okay, yeah.
I wouldn't call myself a producer yet, but like, you know what I'm saying?
I do like to hear that.
There's progression.
More to REKS, yeah.
There's progression in the artistry, but like as far as my music itself, from the records I've done with like say a Static Selector to prior to that with me doing records with like Soul Searchers, I feel there's been a growth in each project. As far as me as a lyricist and like expanding my my material to speak about, I've gotten more socially conscious with my music, more aware of like political aspects being captured in the music as well. But it's still keeping it that raw, gritty boom bap sound that like I started out with. I take pride in like improving upon like my abilities as a lyricist. There are individuals who look at REKS and they want to hear me do a rapid delivery, like because of a record like 25th Hour, or a record like Say Goodnight with DJ Premier. But there's so much more, and I don't want to be pigeonholed and put into a box. Like if they listen to a record like Martyrs or Free Minds, which was played earlier with Easy Dread, there's records that have more of a message that like can transcend beyond just the delivery of the lyricism. I had the Revolutionary album, and I kind of like on that record, like I delved into like some heavily socially conscious records, and I wanted to continue that kind of wave, but I also wanted to show some of the demons that like exist in me as a human being, because like I didn't want individuals to think this. Everybody knows. They'll listen to like records like Mr. Nobody or like certain records I have that like are more deep and more heartfelt or more self-aware, and then they see me at a show and I got like a big bottle of Hennessy, and then they're like
who is this guy? What is he doing?
This liar. This dude be lying. So I wanted to show like kind of a balance, because like those are realities. I'm a father. I'm a father, and I'm saying I'm a man, and I have certain things that represent me that are like totally positive, and certain things that are negative, certain demons that like still exist. We all got our demons, and there were certain things I wanted to like convey over a record, and through the God and the God and the Devil idea, I didn't want to sound so like cliche with it. I wanted to kind of delve into like more of my revolutionary music. That's why I did records like Garvey with N.O.R.E and Saigon. Shout out to them for like getting involved. A lot of people wouldn't even peg N.O.R.E for that record, but N.O.R.E went ham on that record and killed it. And the mind state was to like kind of utilize those socially aware ideas that I have, and then go completely opposite and talk about like, you know, not misogynistic records, but like our Rockstar mind state when we like, you know, get out and do. On the album we got Saigon, who I mentioned. We got N.O.R.E on there. The record called Garvey. We shot actually part of that in Harlem in Marcus Garvey Park. And also got Fredro Starr from Onyx, Terminology, who will forever be on my albums. I'm a big fan. He's somebody who I listen to and I like love to learn from and rock with. Easy Money, who just did the Nothing Alike with DJ Premier. That's the homie for a long time. We real proud of him. Easy Dread, who's in the building, she does some vocals on it. On the Free Minds record, great vocals, and I've been doing a lot of work with her. She's also a producer, so real dope. Shout out to Dutch Rebel, new female rapper from Boston. She's on a record called Poison. And Ming from the Spooks also got Ming on the record. So some real dope MCs, dope singers.
Collaborations that you've done.